So now I'm going to give you a little secret about how you can actually increase your revenue. One of the best ways that you can actually increase your revenue, which sounds simple, but is basically to put more ads on your videos. And this is going to depend a lot on kind of what niche you're in and kind of how interesting the topic is. If people are really want to see your video and the information you have or whatever, they can't find anywhere else, they're gonna stick by and watch the videos. So basically, if you put more videos than other people, you're going to get more ad revenue. Now keep in mind, you don't want to have an ad like every single minute or something like that, because that's going to hurt your retention. People will probably drop off at that point, but you want to find that perfect balance where you can maybe every like 2.5 minutes or something like that have an ad in there. So that's just that perfect balance where it's not enough to make them leave, but obviously they're getting shown more ads, so you're making more money. Another thing you can do is make the video longer. So if you're doing an hour-long video, obviously that gives you the opportunity to show more ads. And again, the more ads, the more revenue. So any way you can find to put as many ads as you can without really annoying the viewer is a great thing to do as well. And that is kind of the main secret for boosting your income. A lot of people would just put like 1 ad or 2 ads, but if you put 4 or 5, that's going to be more ads that are shown, and so you're able to then make more money off of those ads. So like in my conspiracy niche, people will put up with a lot. So I can put literally an ad every like 1.5, 2 minutes, and people will still stick on and watch the entire video. So if you have an ad every 1.5, 2 minutes, you're getting a ton of ad revenue off of that. So where some people are putting 1 or 2, you got a 7 or 8 in there. And depending on the niche, it works better in some than others. With conspiracy people, they'll actually be like, oh wow, this conspiracy must be true, and YouTube doesn't want me to watch this video. That's why YouTube is putting more ads on their videos. So even in the conspiracy niche, it works really well because they think it's just YouTube that's putting the ads on the videos to make them want to leave, so they won't watch it. So then they're like, well, I'm going to watch the whole thing because obviously YouTube doesn't want me to watch it. So in conspiracy, it works really well to put a lot of ads. Different niches are going to have different tolerances with those sort of things, and it depends a lot on how interesting your videos are and things like that. But you definitely don't want to put too many ads where people are going to drop off. And another thing is that it used to be that the video had to be 10 minutes long to be able to place the ads in there. So you can have ads on videos that are less than 10 minutes, but you can't place them in unless it's over 10 minutes. But now they just switched it to 8 minutes. So now if your video is 8 minutes or over, you can place the ads in the timeline. So if it's like under 8 minutes, then there's one at the beginning and then like one at the end, and then I think they might automatically place one maybe somewhere, but you don't have control over where it is or anything like that. And so now the goal is to get it over 8 minutes. If the video is over 8 minutes, then you can place more ads and place them wherever you want to in the timeline. And then you also want to think about placing ads in places of interest. So a good example of this is Rick Shields. So right before something entertaining, right? So he'll hit a putt, but then before you see if it goes in the hole or not, an ad will pop up. So that way it gets you to stay past that ad, because you're like, well, I can't leave even though this ad is annoying because I have to see if he made this putt or not. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're placing your ads.